welcome to the latest episode of the Grumble and Grouch show. Today we have a special guest star, and it is Grype. Welcome back, Grype.
Glad to be back.
That's who we found. We found Grype. There was 5 people in the movie theater, and Grype was one of them.
I was like, whoa, who is that guy over in the corner? Is that Grype? We gotta go say hello, man. So he said, come on, bro, let's do another episode.
Subscribe.
I'm good.
All right, so again, we watched Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine. And
That was the worst one I've ever seen in my life.
No, don't show your hand. It's still early. All right. No, we watched the movie, and this movie was a train wreck. I hated it. It was really freaking bad.
Oh, but you don't show your hand, bro. Don't show your hand, bro.
Listen, somebody let the cat out of the bag, so let's just go with it now.
I mean, I feel you guys are just hating because I thought.
Hey, listen, that's why we have Grype here. We need some other.
Well, there was nobody else in the movie.
Yeah, everyone else ran from us. At least Grype just stayed in his seat. So we're thankful that he's here because he can add a whole new insight, a whole new perspective to all these movies. That's why. No. That's why we have him back, and hopefully he can come back on other times. And now, so anyways, so we already realized that Grouch and I were not huge fans. But Grype seemed to be very enamored and loving this movie.
I didn't say all that. I just said I wasn't hating like you haters.
Yeah,
he
loved
all right?
Okay, so so anyways, the movie begins. Deadpool needs to find out if Wolverine is still alive, and in Logan, Wolverine dies, and I thought it was pretty well established. The guy's dead. He's not coming back. He's got his abilities, but it's got its limits. So, but Deadpool...
Something this movie doesn't understand.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, in this movie, limits is not a word that's thrown around very often. There's no limits in this free movie.
Dream big, Deadpool, yeah. Dream big.
He goes and he digs up the corpse or the skeleton of Wolverine. Maybe he's going to rehabilitate. He's going to, come back from this, but he doesn't. It's basically an adamantium skeleton is just sitting there. And then all of a sudden, these TVA soldiers show up to try to capture Deadpool. And here they come. It's like 20 or 30 of these TVA soldiers. And what do they have? They have these little freaking cattle prods. And they're trying to jab.
Hey, stop jabbing at me. Why are you jabbing me, bro?
Dude, and they're just trying to jab. We'll get him eventually. Keep going at it, guys.
That pen hurts, bro.
Jab. And that was literally the first 10 minutes are these TVA guys, these little freaking cattle prods, jab. We'll get them eventually, guys. Keep jabbing away. That's what I'm saying. These are the super advanced group of people. And all they really have is cattle prods. You can't have like some kind of gun. Get like a couple of guys, mix it up a little. Cattle prod guys, yeah, you can have them. But then have some guys with some guns.
Even though we don't need them.
Yeah. Have some guys that can shoot cattle prods at them or something. Mix it up. So you see these guys are chasing around these cattle prods. It's stupid. Already, I was like, this is not a good start to this movie.
But that's when the soundtrack. Bye, 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 bye.
Oh my God, yes. And they're playing bye, bye, bye. It's not my favorite kind of music. So, and then not only that.
That was a #1 hit.
Oh, that shit was whack. Just like this movie. That's why it goes so well with this movie. Garbage. So they're all these guys.
Your whole hand, bro.
All these guys are chasing him around. He's dancing. He's shaking his ass to this.
Ba 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 ba.
How many times can we see this guy shake his butt and show to the camera?
How many times can you say ba 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 ba?
It was a lot. It was a lot of bye-bye-byes. And to be honest, I was ready to say bye-bye-bye to this fucking movie.
Well, I said bye-bye-bye-bye to my money, bro.
Yeah. $16.
Cinemark, give my money back.
Yeah. Why did we choose 3D? I'd love to know.
You didn't feel the cattle?
That was coming at me in 3D.
But I don't even have Deadpool skill, but I was swerving those
dodging
things,
those
bro.
things,
I was like,
bro.
They couldn't even get me, bro. The trained soldiers couldn't even get me.
Yeah,
I was like, wah.
Weaving and dodging. Or Deadpool comes out without a scratch. And he starts using the bones of Wolverine as weapons. I thought it was so dumb. And he has to, as if he has no problem, as if he's struggling or something. I get if he's, Deadpool's in trouble now. What's he gonna do?
Use the bones. Use the
Yeah, grab the bones. I heard a Grouch yell out. He's in trouble.
And the 3 people in the movie theater was like, shh, shh. I was like, calm the fuck down.
He said, grab the claws. Grab the claws. So,
But he didn't even get touched.
yeah. Oh my God. It was so ridiculous because he was already lighting up everyone out there. He's killing these guys handedly. No problem at all. All of a sudden, I need those claws. So he grabs the claws, puts them on his wrists, and now he's slicing and dicing with Wolverine's claws. Totally unnecessary. Totally stupid. And I went to Grouch. I was, you know what? This is a bad sign, bro. This is not starting off the way I hoped.
And I said, shh, shh, shut the fuck up.
Eventually, Deadpool goes to the TVA because of all the
I
shenanigans.
hate that freaking
TVA.
name, bro.
Yeah. It's-
TVA?
Yeah, it's so freaking.
Grype. Where's that from, man?
I think that's from the Loki show. I have no idea.
It's a hard pass for me. If that's where they got it from, I'm going to stay far away from that crap. No interest. Okay, so eventually, Deadpool ends up at the TVA administration building.
Also known as Purgatory, I think.
Yeah, Purgatory, TVA. Yeah. So they
I
go
think
in.
that's what it stands for.
Purgatory? No. The dyslexia.
It's an acronym
The dyslexia's kicking it.
for Purgatory. TBA.
Shouldn't it be PTA or something?
I don't know,
Okay.
man.
Okay, so anyways.
Purgatory Training Assembly?
Yeah, Purgatory Training Assembly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I have no idea. So he eventually.
Did you just spell out PTA?
Yeah, PTA, bro. Purgatory.
So eventually they end up at the LVA? What the fuck? TVA.
JFK? At the airport. I ended up in MIA? Yeah. PB&J?
TVA.
I mean, how original. This is horrible.
Yeah, no, it's messed up. So eventually Deadpool goes to the TVA administration building.
Okay.
And there he speaks with the head of the TVA. That's another thing too is I just want to throw this out there right from the jump. I don't think there was one straight person in this entire movie. The head of the TVA was the fruitiest guy I've seen since Richard Simmons. I kept waiting to start belting out show tunes. It's going to happen eventually. It never did, but I was like waiting. Oh, here we go. Wait for the show tunes. So anyways, he goes there and they say to him, listen, your timeline is going to end. And we want to shift.
Not just then. I'm gonna end it.
Right. So he says, listen, your timeline's going to end. We want to pull you out of that and put you in another timeline.
No, I think they just want him out. Who,
Yeah,
Deadpool?
but what is he going to do with him, though?
Use him to be an Avenger or save the world
Okay,
or
yeah.
be his
Well,
own superhero.
Right. So the bottom line is they're going to pull him out of that timeline. And
All his friends were going to die.
Yeah, everyone he knew was going to die. And so that's it. But they say is, because this is so convoluted. This is another problem I have. It's very convoluted. So they said each of these timelines have like a central person who is the pivot point for all of these timelines. And if that person dies, and that timeline is deceased, the timeline doesn't exist anymore.
But it takes time to die off or whatever. Yeah, they're
Right.
doomed, yeah.
So they realize Wolverine is that one of those characters who if he dies, the timeline is finished. So they have to find a replacement for that Wolverine. So that's when the story begins. So Deadpool goes to all these different timelines or all these different multiverses to find another Wolverine to supplant the one that's passed. So so that was kind of humorous. So he goes to this one. They have a little 5'3" Wolverine. They actually have Henry Cavill Wolverine, a bunch of other Wolverines he's running into to try to find out who could be the perfect match to save that timeline. Eventually, he comes across what is supposedly the weakest Wolverine of all the timelines. So he finds one Wolverine who is the weakest of all the timelines, and he wants to recruit him, fill in the void of that other Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine confront Mr. Paradox, who runs the TVA. And he and his minions cattle prod Wolverine and Deadpool, and they end up in what they call purgatory, which is like an off-world magical place.
It did look like Mad Max, right?
Yeah, very, very, very
like Furiosa, and they even made a joke about it.
Yeah, they're Furiosa jokes.
No, yeah. So we're in like this Mad Max world, but the jokes. This movie just has too many jokes.
Oh my! Yeah, I totally agree. That's what kind of lost me was. It's just like the best movie I can compare this to is Airplane. It's just like one joke after another. It's a constant barrage of jokes, and before you can even like ponder it's on to the next joke and the next joke. I did not like that, and none of the jokes, in my opinion, other than one joke, and that was a post-credit scene, hit with me. None of these jokes were good. It was very weak, not funny, and even the crowd we were in, not a lot of laughs.
Well, there was only 4 people in.
Well, all 4 of them did not laugh once.
I don't know. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought.
Listen, the problem with the jokes is that I was so mad at the movie that I couldn't even enjoy it. If I was having like a great time, ha 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 ha, maybe some of the jokes I probably would have enjoyed a little more. But my analogy is like, let's say when I'm mad at my girlfriend, if I'm already mad at her, then she might say something funny, but then I'm just like, I don't feel like laughing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt about this movie. I was so mad at the movie for being like so whack that like they would throw a joke, and even if I liked the joke, I was like, I'm not laughing.
I totally agree because I went to this movie and I did not watch a single movie review, but I saw some people leaving the theaters. Oh, this is one of the greatest we've ever seen. Oh, this saves Marvel's. Marvel Universe is now saved. Marvel movies, they're coming back because this movie was freaking epic. So I went into this thinking...
Wait, who said that?
Film Threat.
Oh my God.
Film Threat blew this movie. I was like, damn, I respect these guys' opinions. This has got to be freaking great. So I agree.
Bro, they don't even subscribe to us. They don't even follow you. Stop respecting them.
I'll work on that. So anyways, I'm near the theater, and eventually I was like, Film Threat, you betrayed me. So I sat there with my arms crossed, and I felt the same way. And I was like, I was betrayed. Now I'm angry. I'm going to take it on this movie. And yeah, I agree. They had a couple of jokes that was not that bad, but I refuse to laugh. No, I'm not going to give the benefit of the doubt.
What?
In case somebody sees me, I'm not going to laugh once.
If one of those 3 other people turn around, they're not going to see Grumble smile.
Absolutely not. You know what? There's a couple of scenes that I was like, well, that's kind of original, inventive. So what happens is a Deadpool and Wolverine,
Please share, bro.
Wolverine are there, and he's like, oh, that's Chris Evans. There's Captain America. Where's the shield?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
And he does a superhero jump. I was like, damn, that's exactly what I expected out of Captain America. And the next minute, he's flying around all fiery. He's flying in the sky, and he's off flame on. And there he goes. That's not Captain America.
Actually, I thought that part was cool. They were signaling for Captain America.
Yeah, no,
I completely forgot that fool was even.
No, I agree.
Johnny
that was,
Storm. So
if you can't bring back Jessica Alba, don't bring back nobody.
True.
I love you, Jessica.
Yeah, that's nothing about this movie. Plenty of eye candy for women, none for men.
I fell in love with the female version of Caillou.
Oh.
I love you, Caillou.
Yeah, listen, put a little wig on her, and you can work or something. Who knows?
No, I don't need a wig.
No.
I love Caillou.
Okay.
I love you, Caillou.
To each their own. And that's the thing too. Is cool. We got Johnny Storm. We're gonna see a little. Maybe he's gonna stick around for more than 5 seconds, but he doesn't. Flies off in the sky. Oh, here we go, man. She's gonna pick up finally. And then he fires his flame, and of course, it's pyro, and he absorbs his flame. Now he absorbs all the flame out of Johnny, and he falls to the ground. I was like, damn, that was pretty quick. So he's on the ground, and they capture him. They capture all of them. So they take him to their headquarters or wherever. Yeah. Okay. So they have this huge like Ant-Man building, and his arms open. It looked ridiculous though, bro. That looks.
I liked it. Why?
What's good about that? That's freaking whack.
It shows you strength and power. Like that's how much my Caillou looking girl had, man. That's how much power she had. She like sucked the skin out of Ant-Man when he was humongous. That's how. I mean, that's big and then made him
suck the skin out of Ant-Man. What that?
I'm just assuming because Caillou is so powerful, bro.
Okay,
but no, because Because when the door opens, it's the skeleton.
Oh, right. But it's creative, but it's just pointless, in my opinion. That's just, let's create something cool for everyone to look at. That's what it was.
Is it the purpose of the movies?
No, but you want something that's thought-provoking and interesting, not just, wasn't that cool? Yeah, that was cool. And watch this. Isn't this cool? Yeah. No. Movies are more than just cool shit being flashed in front of your eyes. No.
And this one was 3D.
Yeah. So there's a lot of nonsense in 3D. So eventually they go to this Ant-Man huge building, and they meet the leader of this band. Yeah, Caillou, otherwise known as Cassandra Nova. And that's, here we go again. You know what? One thing I hate about Marvel and just superhero movies in general.
Yeah, but that's why he goes to a movie expecting realism in a superhero movie about two immortal dudes.
No, I'm not. I'm not necessarily expecting realism. I'm expecting at least
reality.
No, I'm expecting at least you can create a lore and maintain your lore. Don't create something a lore and then they'll break it 5 seconds later.
It's a comic book movie. What do you expect? Schindler's List?
No, I don't expect Schindler's List, but I expect somewhat at least stick to the lore you create like literally 5 seconds ago. That's what I expect. And they break their own freaking lore. Then I'm not on board with that. And you can make. What about Logan? That's a great movie where it's more serious, more grounded. This was like, I felt like I'm watching a Bugs Bunny movie. A Bugs Bunny. I kept waiting for Yosemite Sam. Where's Yosemite Sam, bro? He's going to pop any second, huh? This was one of the most nonsensical, ridiculous movies I've ever seen. And if that's what Grype wants, then next week we're going to watch some Bugs Bunny episodes, We can watch that, and he'll be loving it, We can watch that.
I just wasn't expecting realism out of Deadpool and Wolverine.
I didn't.
It's a better story.
Yeah, but I'm not expecting a gritty.
It was better than the second one. The second one sucked.
I agree, but this is worse than the second one.
I don't know.
Garbage.
No, the second one was the worst for me.
No, I thought the second one at least it had some redeemable. This one's somewhat redeemable, but not nearly as redeemable as the second one. I agree. There's some crap characters.
Is this the fourth one?
That's the third one.
It's the third one. It seems like 4.
Well, if you don't count the origins, but
I count the origins.
All right, then it's the fourth
I hate
one.
being wrong.
They end up in purgatory, and they run into the head honcho, the one who runs everything in purgatory, and that's Cassandra Nova. Caillou! And Caillou looks like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's a problem I have with Marvel. Here we go. If they don't throw at us 80-year-old women.
I don't think that was Marvel though.
Oh, listen, I'm
right. That was DC,
I'm talking
bro.
superhero
That was
movies.
DC.
Superhero movies.
Shazam!
All right,
Part two.
I will.
Part two, yeah.
I will restate my argument. I'm talking superhero movies in general, because half the superhero movies, not just Marvel, not just DC, but half the superhero movies, they had 80-year-old woman, 50-year-old Chinese woman as the antagonist. Now they got a 12-year-old girl as the antagonist. Ooh, I'm so scared. That 12-year-old, man.
Hey, you're going to be scared after you see her power. She got power.
Listen, I don't want to run into her in a dark alley. 12-year-old is very intimidating. I was like, damn, look at her, man. Last week I thought I bought some cookies from her. I swear I bought some cookies from Publix. But that's how you knew that was Xavier's twin sister. She's bald just like him. Oh yeah, that's Xavier's sister. I can see now.
But now you know why that makes no sense? Because if you watch the old X-Men, Xavier had hair.
Yeah, that's true.
At 12 years old, at 20 years old, he had hair.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're gonna have a twin sister with no. She was born with no hair.
Yeah, now she's making a statement.
Dude, she's bald headed.
Yeah. Cassandra Nova, who is the villainess of this movie, again, a 12-year-old girl. I've often heard Charles Xavier is the most powerful superhero in the entire extended Marvel universe. She is way more powerful than Charles Xavier. Because what did Charles Xavier... And keep on, he is like the most powerful superhero there is. Him and maybe...
Oh, but we didn't get... Grype, you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Him and Doctor Strange. So keep in mind that this broad not only has the powers of Charles Xavier, the mind control, stopping time in their minds, all this stuff, but she can also is impervious to basically getting stabbed in the heart by claws from Wolverine. So she gets stabbed on both sides of her ribs by Wolverine, and she just walks it off. No big deal. And then she gets fired at like 4 or 5 times by Pyro, and then she walks it off. No big deal. You couldn't do that to Charles Xavier. You shot him once in the fucking arm, and he's probably dead. You know.
Well, that's how he got paralyzed in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So this broad is 100 times more powerful, and she even show how powerful, ridiculously overpowered this broad is. She said, "Oh, by the way, I met a little wizard who thinks he's something." I was like, "Who could they possibly be talking about? Is that David Blaine?
Who is he?
Is it Gandalf?" No.
Is it Gargamel?
Gargamel? No. It can't be anyone freaking that good. But yeah, it's freaking Doctor freaking Strange. And she's, this amateur wizard happened to show up. That just shows how ridiculous this broad is. How OP can you get? So not only is she more powerful than Doctor Strange and Charles Xavier combined, Caillou! Bro, she can take Wolverine's knives in the chest and walks it off. Is that all you got? And she laughs it off.
You made my heart. You made my heart laugh.
Yeah, that tickled. And then she gets shot 4 or 5 times in the chest.
You tickled the feet.
Yeah.
My heart's feet.
Bro, that's so. Listen, I agree to an extent that Grype has a point. Well, listen, this is.
I mean, right now I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, this is fantastical stuff that you have to be. Forget being grounded.
Hey, no, hold on, man. Grumble 1. Grype 0.
I'm trying to see in his eyes. Okay, listen, this is not reality. This is a made-up world. But it has to have some kind of basis, some reality. Which never happened. That's why I screw this movie, man. Thanks for trying, Grype, but it doesn't work. This is nonsense. I'm checking out. So listen.
Fair enough. Okay. I can't argue that point.
Yeah. Listen.
Point for you.
Nonsensical.
1, 0.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let that affect my score at the end.
Okay,
I'll do 1 point less than my overall score.
That was good.
All right. Thank you. All right. That ends the show. The Grumble and Grouchy Show.
It's like, I'm never right.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I stole this ring off his ass." And then she goes, "Look at what I can do with this ring." And she goes a little portal. And
of course, she knows how to work it.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah,
of course.
Everyone knows how to.
I can just imagine Doctor Strange telling her how to work the ring before he died.
Oh, by the way, how does this work? Let me show you.
I'm about to die,
sweetie.
so let me tell you how the ring works, so you can use it whenever you want.
Yeah.
And thank you for killing me.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, bro.
Bro, I'm saying it's so ridiculous, this movie, bro. I was like, screw this movie, man. I'm checking out. Okay.
Bro, how ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. So here...
How ridiculous. Wolverine all of a sudden knows that this thing flies.
Right.
That this thing, like...
Bro, this
is how they get away. Go ahead.
This movie... Prepare for Grype to drop another point. And before you know it, he's going to be lower than us. No. So anyways, what happens is...
They're trying to escape Caillou because she's too powerful.
They're trying to escape Cassandra Nova because she's super overpowered. And that's another thing, too, is they have...
well, they did kill... She did kill Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so they have Johnny Storm there. And she literally blinks this guy's skin off his body. And he collapses in nothing but bones and body parts. I'm like, damn, this bitch is powerful, man. How are they going to beat this girl?
She wasn't kidding.
Yeah, she wasn't kidding. Yeah. So what happens is, Wolverine...
This is like the most... This is more powerful than Thanos, bro.
Bro, seriously, that's all it takes. Look at her.
Thanos will turn you into bubbles.
Yeah. I'd rather turn into a bubble.
Caillou turns you into, like, pulverized...
Yeah. Flash. Yeah. So what happens is Wolverine is like, "Oh," he goes, "Quick, grab that space scooter." So fucking Wolverine and Deadpool run off this little space scooter, and he's got to start it up, so he kickstarts it.
How does he know?
It's like a lawnmower.
He saw the guys.
No, this guy, bro. He's making shit. He saw
when they got captured. They were fine.
He's like, this is just like my John Deere. I gotta pump it a couple times.
Listen, I've seen my dad mow the lawn 1,000 times. I don't know how to turn that thing on, bro.
Seriously. So he sees it. No lie. It's a little. I have no idea what this is. A little contraption, and then Wolverine goes, "Come with me if you want to live." And he starts pedaling the thing, and they're off. Yeah. Yeah, it just take. And meanwhile, this bitch can like tear your skin off you, and me just like, I'm gonna get you.
Even if it's the last thing I do.
She like pumps her fist.
I'll get them. I'll get them if it's the last thing I ever do.
And there they go. Oh my God, you got away from this time.
Even if it's the last thing I
Yeah.
do, you silly Smurfs.
That's what happens, bro. He's like, and then they go flying off. Meanwhile, this bitch has the power of freaking Jesus Christ. She goes, I'll get you next time.
Don't come back around here. No soliciting.
And there they go, off in the horizon. And they just barely get out of there. Oh my God, this is such a stupid movie.
He didn't even know the thing had gas.
Yeah. Even she know how to start that shit. That shit been sitting there for 10 years. Thank God you figured that shit out in 5 seconds.
So much realism.
Oh yeah, this is such grounded.
I can't even fathom the
Yeah.
Oh my. Anyways, and then but this movie does have some good scenes because after that silly ass scene, they find themselves in a van.
Right. So what happens is, I think,
No.
Before Johnny Storm dies, he says, "Hey, head in this direction, and you're gonna find other people."
Where
that
did
can
they
help.
get the van?
From the nice Deadpool.
Oh right. Oh yeah. There is they meet up with a Deadpool who is just like our Deadpool, except his skin isn't messed up and he has long hair and whatever, and he's a little dog, little dog he's got with him. And they tell him, hey, I can tell you're going to find some allies in this direction. Just drive over there and you'll meet them. So they head in that direction. And here comes, to be honest, one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. This is what keeps it out of the one or unwatchable.
Hey, I don't know. What is it?
So they have a fight. They start arguing in the car or the minivan, whatever it was. And they said, okay, that's it. And they just go at it in the minivan. That was, in my opinion, the best scene of the whole movie. It was a really well choreographed, well put together fight scene, going back and forth, and eventually at the end, they show they don't even show the climax of the fight. All of a sudden, the next day, you see Deadpool is all wrapped up in way too much. I don't know if you have them. I don't know if the belts in the car are that long. Maybe there's like 4 or 5 Honda Civics around.
No wonder a minivan is $50,000, bro.
Yeah, bro. They got seatbelts that are about fucking 800 feet long.
It's like, well, we take out the seatbelt, the van could be like 10,000. But because we gotta have seatbelts, the van is 50,000.
Maybe if they cut back in the seatbelt length, they could have shaved a couple of dollars off the price.
Deadpool's gonna lose money because they use so much seatbelt.
Bro. That's what I'm saying, this freaking movie, bro. They couldn't just have his like wrist and his ankle. He was like wrapped up.
Like a mummy.
I just looked at Grouch. I'm serious right now.
Tonight, I'm gonna F up my mom's minivan, and I'm gonna see how long the seatbelts are, bro. I need to know how long the seatbelts are.
There's no way it's like 83 feet long. Yeah, bro, that shit was ridiculous. Well, so long as Grype was still
grounded on the ring.
That's all that matters.
Anything can happen in a comic book. 83 feet, fucking seatbelt.
Look, I looked at Grype. Are you okay with this?
This is comic book.
Comic book accurate.
What do you expect like comic book, man?
Comic book accurate.
Yeah, listen.
Hey, I can draw 83 feet.
I was like,
too.
I was like, what do you think of this Grype? Because I'm good. He was enjoying the shit out of this. So basically, they see Cassandra Nova is standing there, and they're like, we got to get the helmet on top of that broad's head. And they put the helmet on her head, so she can no longer use her powers like the Charles Xavier powers. And then up comes Pyro, shoots her like 4 or 5 times, and you're thinking, oh, maybe because she has this thing on her head, her powers don't no longer work. She can't heal herself. But no, she's fine. She laughs it off. And
no, she didn't.
Yeah, but if her powers are turned off by the helmet, she would have died by the second shot.
Dude, she got 5 times.
She took 4, bro. Who is she? John Wick? She ain't no John Wick.
She ain't no power suit on.
She took 4 shots and was like still talking.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Pyro, what you doing after work?
Well, this wasn't like that movie that we saw.
Caillou goes,
oh,
ah, ah.
It took more bullets than 50 cents.
Yeah. The worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
This is up there, man. One of the worst I've ever seen. Nonsense.
You better help it, Grype. You better help that.
Yeah, Grype.
Worse than Wonder Woman 84.
Wonder Woman.
No. You got me there. All right.
This score is now tied.
All right.
3-3.
I agree 100%. It's not as bad as that nonsense. Deadpool and Wolverine end up in Deadpool's world. They are able to escape purgatory because of Doctor Strange's ring. It allows them to go to Deadpool's world. So in Deadpool's world, and here we freaking go, man. How many times is he gonna play this freaking sorry ass storyline? Here comes 800 Deadpools, and they're all different. You got fat Deadpools, little midget Deadpools. You got a flying head Deadpools. So stupid, bro.
What you think about that scene, Grype?
Comic book accurate.
Comic book accurate. Listen, just because it's written in a freaking comic book doesn't mean it's freaking like amazing. It was in the comics. It's got to be great.
I didn't say it was amazing. I just said it's comic book accurate.
Yeah, okay. Garbage. So they all like 800 Deadpool show up to fight this one Deadpool. Here we go again too. Is like they had this scene where they had Pretty Boy Deadpool, which is basically Deadpool without his face being messed up in his long locks. He looked ridiculous and all shiny armor, and it's so dumb because he's like he wants to kill him so he can get his dog basically because he had a little retarded looking dog, and he goes, I want that dog. So what happens is he holds him up so he can get shot 8,000 times. So stupid. And the guy literally...
That was part of the comedy bit.
Listen, this is why it's dumb. First of all, he says to Deadpool...
Round 5.
Yeah, he says to Deadpool, I can't recover from injuries, right? But meanwhile, if it was some average Joe, he got shot literally 800 times. And he's still talking and laughing it up. You know what? My imagination has certain limitations. And this is way beyond anything my imagination can take.
What do you say about that, Grype?
Yeah.
Walking trees on the Lord of the Rings. You're okay with that?
I am totally okay with that. Because listen,
It's
once
part
you
of the lore.
establish it, it's not ridiculous. They establish this guy has no recovery ability, and you can shoot him 800 times in the back. Ding, 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 ding,
They
ding,
never
ding,
established
ding,
that.
What do you mean, never established what? He said, I can't recover from injury. So,
Yeah, after he got shot, after he was done.
bro, how many
Yeah,
times
so
did he get
2
shot?
bullets should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
When he kept talking, he got shot literally at least 100 times in the back, in the front. 100 times. You shot any average guy twice, and he's dead, if not crying like a bitch.
Hey, Donald Trump's still alive.
Listen, earlobes don't count. What's yours?
Well,
Okay, so listen. If it's not recovery ability, he had amazing being able to constitution, be able to take a freaking 600 shots. Bro, he had like 10 shots in his liver alone. He's like, it's so stupid. So I was like, oh, what are we watching? This is terrible. So nonsensical. And he goes, oh, I don't have your healing ability. Well, you got some kind of ability, bro. I could take 600 shots, the back ability.
You got more ability. You got more ability than Elektra.
he dies at 601 shots. Literally, because his head exploded.
Yeah. That's what it took.
Elektra can't even keep her skin, from sagging.
Yeah. No.
This guy can at least hold up a bullet, man.
And then, so what ends up happening is, now there's like 500 Deadpools come out of this vortex or some portal.
That was one of the best scenes of the movie.
No, that was not the best. The best scene when he fights them, that was a cool scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I agree. That was a great Great fight scene, no problem with that. Good, but again, too, is like even I can pick that apart too. My pick apart that scene is you see how quickly Deadpool can recover. He gets stabbed 5 seconds, he's good to go. All of a sudden, these guys take like 10 minutes to recover. He wipes them all out, and all of a sudden, all at the same time, what's going on? What's happening? They all get at the same time. It takes them 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Deadpool himself...
They were in slow motion, though.
Bro, Deadpool himself recovers in 5.3 seconds. These guys took like 10 minutes. So you're thinking... So we were like... I looked at Grouch, and I go, dude... none of these people have the recovery ability. None of them. He's the only one because they're all dropping like flies. This is it. Then he's the only one. And all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, here we go. All of them get up at the same time. Isn't that a coincidence? You think one or two of them may get up before the rest of them? Nope. They all get at the same time. That is such a plot convenience. That is the definition of a fucking plot convenience. The director was like, hey, you know what we need to have happen here? They all have to get the exact same time, or else the scene is ruined. So even the freaking, the head with the helicopter on his head, he's got to lay in the ground for 10 minutes. Wait for everyone's down.
How'd he die? What is his vital organs?
I know, yeah. It's so stupid. Huh? His little freaking propeller head.
That's why he dropped to the floor, right? That bloop, bloop. That's it, bro.
Bro, I would rather watch Bugs Bunny. That's more realistic than this bullshit.
At least Bugs Bunny digs in USA and lands in China, bro.
Yeah. And at least in Bugs Bunny, not everyone in there is gay. Bugs Bunny.
That's all, folks.
That's the Grumble and Grouch show. No. So then what ends up happening at the very end. They always have to have some convoluted bullshit.
Hey, you guys thought we were the most drunk on the last episode.
Bro, listen, this is a new record for both of us. So, end of the movie is the only way we can stop her is one of you or both can go to the you need to go to the basement and you need to pull out the cables and they have to connect the cables, and that's the only way to beat her. But you're going to die in the process. All right, I was like, here we go. Nonsense. So they go. So it's so stupid, too. It's like, time is of the essence. But here they got to do the freaking jokey joke. You have like 10 seconds to do this shit. So Wolverine, and listen, my audience knows me. I hate ridiculous plot holes.
You know him, Mom.
Come on. Ridiculous plot holes. And this is such a ludicrous, just as bad as Abigail's plot hole. So what happens is, Wolverine is like, I'm the one to do this. I have nobody. I'm ready to die. I'm done with life. And I know Deadpool's like, go ahead, my friend. So he's like, let me do this. I have nobody. I'm ready to die. So he goes, all right, go ahead. So then he stops him, and Deadpool runs through the door and closes the door and locks the door. And he goes, and of course, he's got a little comedy act. He pretends like he's walking downstairs. He's waving. Of course, he's got the gay little kiss goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. A little bye, bye, bye. Shows his butt. Like a 5-minute dance off. Before he goes down to the
basement. He only had 5 minutes and 20 seconds to save the world.
4 minutes, and he had 5 minutes, but he danced for 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Build suspense, but now he only got 10 seconds.
That's how they built suspense. Because Deadpool had to dance for 4.5 minutes.
Now they got 10 seconds to save the world.
Garbage. So what happens is, now here is the biggest freaking plot hole of this movie.
Another one?
This is the biggest plot hole I've ever seen, next to Abigail. So meanwhile, you got Wolverine with adamantium claws. That can literally cut through anything. I have comic books where he cuts through steel, anything, any material that's not adamantium he can cut through. So all of a sudden, unless that door is fucking adamantium, that's adamantium glass. he decides, oh, you know what? Let me just decide to push this door down.
He's wasting the last 10 seconds.
Bro. So he decides, let me just use my brute force and tear this shit down instead of using my fucking claws.
9.
Yeah. And then, no lie,
7,
so you could see
6,
what happens is Deadpool has part of the thing he needs, these little strands.
3,
little strands, and he can't reach the other strands. What's he gonna do? What's gonna happen? He can't possibly make it in time. So I said, here we go. Wolverine's gonna run down there and do some gay shit, and he's gonna grab the other he's gonna grab the other wires, and they're gonna hold hands, and they're gonna do it out of love because they love each other. Because that's what the world's about, is loving each other. And that's the gayest I've ever seen in my life. So they hold hands, and they have the cables in their hands too, and that saves the world. So love, not just love, but gay love, saves the world. So we'd all be dead right now if it was for gay love. Dumb shit, bro. I hated it. That's
Good music, though.
good music, but that was the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. So they're gonna hold each other's hands. That's a callback to freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, where they had the little dance off, and he has the stone, and he has the stone in his hand, the Infinity Stone. He's got the Infinity Stone, but he can't do it himself. He needs his buddies. So there goes Drax, and there goes Gamora, and there goes the raccoon, and they're all holding each other's hands. And there goes the tree guy, and they're holding each other's hands, and that saved the world.
Hey,
But
shit.
a talking raccoon's fine, though. That's realism.
Hey, I want to save the world too. Can we hold hands?
Hell no. I let the word die before I hold your hand.
I wash dishes, bro.
No, bro, absolutely not. Never hold your hand. So listen.
Hey, really fast, bro. No, but seriously. You know what I noticed in that scene that you're talking about? Bro, Wolverine, bro. Why can't I have his body, bro? Why don't you have his body, bro?
I think I kind of do, but
Take a point away from that, man.
give me like 2 more weeks in the gym.
Minus 2 points. And that's that's the farthest away we've been from realism this whole time.
For the record, this is all I'm gonna edit it out.
That's not based on
That's
reality.
not based on reality.
Oh.
That's right.
He said, I'm almost there. That was the only time I had my mouth open. I was like, oh my God, bro. Motherfucker. He got like 6-pack fucking rip, bro. Yo, that was good. Farthest away from reality. That was good, man.
Bro, that shit ain't gonna make the light.
The best joke always gets
man.
cut out, bro.
Nah, you gotta put that.
Hey,
in.
that's a
Bro,
good joke, man.
by tomorrow, you ain't
You
gonna
will.
remember any of this shit. It's like gonna half this
Hey,
shit.
that's a fact.
No, it's not.
No, I won't remember half of this shit.
This
right?
is just a dream you just had and never actually happened. And so they hold each other's hands, and that saved the world. And then the girl, she has no one to hold a hand with, so she dies.
So long, Caillou.
If she had her girlfriend up there, she'd destroy the world. But her girlfriend couldn't make it. So, anyways, what ended up happening is they saved the world. And that's another thing too is
Okay, but what
Well,
the
they
crazy
say-
part was
wait.
that hold on. The crazy part was that supposedly the reason why they were fighting was because whoever was down there was not gonna make it. They were gonna die.
right,
So both
that's
of them
the
holding
nonsense.
hands,
That's
they
the
were
nonsense.
both supposed to die.
right,
That's what you get.
yeah, exactly.
Suspense,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's they keep trying to prolong the suspense. Where he's like, there's no way he can make it. We're all gonna die. He can't reach it. And that's where freaking Wolverine and he don't grab it. He just puts his claws into that shit. So he didn't even really grab it. He just good enough, I guess. I don't know.
The hand was the important part.
No, but he just had his claws. He even have his hand. He had claws.
No,
Holding the hand.
Oh yeah, that's the most important part. Yeah, because gay love would save us all. So, anyways, so the movie ends where the girl, Cassandra Nova, Caillou, blows up, and because they're all gonna blow up because it looks like Wolverine and Deadpool gonna blow up. But looks like she's gonna blow up, but eventually she blows up. But again, check back in 5 minutes. She can be rematerialized.
She's not OP.
Anything can happen
Goes,
here.
you
bro.
call that an explosion?
Comic book accuracy and realism.
She goes, that was nothing.
Hey, she's gonna be in Deadpool 4.
Yeah, bro. I took worse dumps than that. She'll be back in no time at all. Bro, I hated this movie. I hated it. Such a stupid,
It had some good scenes,
nonsensical.
but overall was really bad.
No, listen. By good, it means just like the fight choreographer did a good job that day. That's all it means, in my opinion. They had a couple good fight scenes. I'm not going to say, oh, this is an amazing spectacle, because this guy knew how to put a couple punches together. Didn't save it for me.
Hey, thank you for setting me straight, because after watching this nonsense, I was feeling gay as hell, bro.
Seriously, bro.
Oof.
Everyone in this movie, I think, was gay, bro. Listen, nothing wrong with that, but come on. There's too many gays in one movie. The very end of the movie, the girl blows up. Wolverine and Deadpool do not blow up. They're fine. They walk out of it.
Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Shockingly, they don't die. And then the end of the movie, that's nothing. You think, like, Lord of the Rings had a long-ass ending? Like 5 different endings in one. I was like, when is she going to finally end? So they have a party. They go get together. They're all hanging out. They got that. And then they go to a French restaurant. Deadpool and Wolverine. They got to, talk it out. And then the freaking dog has got to be involved. Stupid freaking movie, bro. I freaking hated it.
Hey, as mad as I was, one scene did make me laugh. No, 2 scenes made me laugh.
Listen, I think the only scene that actually made me laugh was a post-credit with Chris Evans. That was a good scene. That was, in my opinion, probably the best scene in the entire movie. Not only just made me laugh, I just love to see Chris Evans who's like supposedly Captain America, the most even-keeled, nicest guy. He was on a freaking rant. That was a great... To me, that was the best scene of the whole freaking movie, the post-credit. So, for all our subscribers and Patreon, stick it out and watch the post-credit. The best in the whole movie.
Or get there late.
Or, forget the whole movie and just come in at the post-credit.
Actually, just YouTube it.
That could be a good idea.
Yeah, that was the best scene of the
best
movie.
scene of the movie, man.
Yeah. But there was another scene that made me laugh, which was the old lady like touched the dog's tongue.
I don't know. That's
You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny because she's blind.
Yeah,
I don't know. And that dog was just crazy looking.
Yeah.
It was freaking crazy. What was your favorite jokes, Grype?
No, I enjoyed the dog part too, with the tongue. I liked when they came out of the bus. And he was like, "Oh, anybody's gonna remember this cool scene. It's just gonna be my fault when he fell and he didn't stick the landing." So
I thought visually it was cool. Like, I absolutely loved when Wolverine actually put his mask on.
oh, that was a cool.
That
part
was
too.
freaking great. I loved how he looked. The same kind of eyes, like white
Man,
eyes.
everything's whack, bro. Everything. At the end of the movie, that little helmet thing was like solid, probably steel or
it
something
was.
like that. But the first time he puts it on, which is like a nice scene.
Yeah, so wait,
it was he
I
took
totally
it
agree.
out like it was like a
So
hoodie or
meanwhile,
something.
we're supposed to expect that nobody caught that he's got this little thing dangling on the back of his neck.
Still comic book accurate.
Nobody saw that. All of a sudden now, he's like, oh, by the way, I got this back of my neck. He pulls it over his head.
It's a rating, and he freaking pulled it over his eyes.
Bro, we saw him from behind many times because it's a very gay movie. Someone's constantly messing with his ass. So I was like, where the fuck was that half the movie?
I don't know. Maybe it's like the Optimus Prime, the cargo that he always holds when he transforms.
Ooh.
It comes and it goes.
Okay, maybe. Hey, listen.
Hey,
Put that forward to Marvel. That's what it is. That's how we figure that shit out.
we're problem solvers over here.
Yes. So anyways, so here we go. Let's just do the final verdicts for this movie. And I'm very curious to see what everyone has to say. I will allow our guest star to have his opinion. What do you give this movie, Grype? What do you say?
I don't know, man. I want to say it was a solid 7 for me.
7? What?
Bro, I almost died,
Bro, just for the
I
record,
almost exploded like Caillou.
this is the last time Grype is ever going to be on the show again. So say goodbye to Grype. No, 7 is outrageous. Okay, listen, I'm glad we have someone else's opinion, but 7. I hope it's out of 100, bro.
I mean, I did lose a point in an argument to you, so
It would have been an 8.
Okay,
It would have been an 8.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess.
He
It's
said
a 6
7.
now.
No. He said 7.
So wait, hold on. So
He lost a
for our subscribers and fans. You're saying this is an above average movie?
Above average.
No.
if you
recommend this.
if you caught it on HBO Max or
So,
Disney
so
or
when
whatever,
you call your mom
would-
tonight, you're gonna say, "Mama, you gotta watch this
hey,
movie."
mama.
I didn't say all that. I said it was a solid 7.
But that's what I would do. Hey, if
but
I
are you
saw a
saying,
movie,
are you saying
I'd be
that?
like, "Mom, you gotta watch this movie."
No. But are you saying that you're gonna go on Disney and then and the movie's playing? You're not gonna flip the channel, or you're gonna
You would
rewatch.
sit
No,
through
I'm
this,
probably going to sit through it, yeah.
this nonsense? Oh my God!
Hey, we gotta respect everybody's opinion.
Listen, yeah, hey, listen. I gotta admit to it. I don't gotta respect it. I don't respect that at all. Listen, just for the record, Grype is cut off. He has no more juice tonight. We gotta drive him home. He needs an Uber.
I'm just not salty, man. What can I say?
Listen, I'm not salty
No,
at
no,
all.
no.
I'm very realistic, and I say this movie was absolute trash, and I hated it. This is one of the worst movies I've seen in my life, and I hated it.
Like, what are you comparing it to?
I'm comparing it to any garden variety.
So just not superhero movies, just every movie?
Any garden variety Marvel, DC superhero movie. This was absolute garbage, and I hated it. It was horrible. It was stupid. It had There was not any kind of reality that I know.
But now you do.
Now I know. Listen, no. Ant-Man was more real than this shit. I would rather watch Ant-Man again, like 5 times in a row, before I watch this nonsense again. I hated it. I'd rather go back to the Quantiverse. I'd rather enjoy Weekend in the Quantiverse than watch this nonsense again. I hated it.
If I said, hey, mention the top 20 comic book movies of all, that you've seen,
But
this
listen,
wouldn't be top 20.
Grype would put it in there. He would.
I mean, how many comic books are there, really?
How many comic
You
book
don't,
movies?
you, don't, you
Yeah.
don't think there's 20 movies out there, comic book movies?
That are better than this? Probably, yeah.
Okay, so
So
then
take it
imagine
away to 7. That 7 is way too high.
It's too high, bro.
Well, if I didn't get interrupted, I said because they lost a point to an argument.
Okay, so it's a 6
I would
now.
put it as a 6.
Okay.
Still too high.
Yeah.
But I respect.
Listen, we're going to keep arguing with you until you bring it down to at least a 4. So let's spend the next 2 hours.
I mean, I'm not.
Unless you subscribe.
Yeah,
Your
but again,
Patreon guys will be able to hear the next 2 hours. We drill in this guy's head how wrong he is.
I don't know. Again,
six,
I wasn't.
okay,
I wasn't
six.
expecting realism.
But
Out of a comic book movie.
hey, sit, yo, Grumble. Yeah, nobody makes a face other than me. Actually, it's a 2-man show. But yeah, what's yours? What's your take?
After a long, thought out process in my mind, I am giving this movie. I can't even give it the respect of calling it a movie. This debacle, I call it a 2. A 2 out of 10.
Wait. Hold up.
A 2.
A 2. Hold up. Wait. If I remember correctly, the last time and only time that I've been invited to do this with you guys.
You've always invited. You're always invited.
Furiosa. What was your score for Furiosa again? Like
no
a
idea.
6 or something?
I
Bitch, you think this movie is worse than that one?
There's no way he gave it a 6.
No, I give like a 4 or 3.
All right. So you gave it a 4.
I would rather watch Furiosa again than this shit.
Get the hell out. Here, let me pay you your money back, bro. I know that's why you're salty. Hold on, man.
I'm
I'm going to vend you right now the ticket. Because
They
I
started
don't
collecting
I
money.
don't accept,
I gotta go, guys.
I don't accept Zelle anymore. I want cash.
The Grumble and Grype show.
No, so I give it a 2.
a 2.
2 out of 10. And the only thing that saved it for me was the fight scene in the car and the fight scene when they had like 800 Deadpools. But even then, it's so ludicrous. So ludicrous. Listen, I respect the fact at least you see some good fight choreography. That's cool. But listen, it's just so nonsensical. They have like a 5-year-old Deadpool he's squaring up to. It's stupid.
The final scene is Caillou going against little Deadpool.
Yeah.
And the
Baby
dog.
Deadpool. And the dog. I was checked out so long ago. I'm done with this movie. I hated it. I'm giving it a 2. a 2. And that's being generous. And I cannot wait to see other people's reviews. Because like I said, I have really bit the bullet. I'm not going to see anyone's reviews. I'm going to call this cold turkey. But I did see cold
turkey
out of the theater reviews. This is amazing. This is the phenomenal. Marvel's back, baby.
I didn't say all that.
The only one back is Eminem, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say all that, but
But you still
it was
that
cool fight
generous to get that
scenes,
shit
good
a
music.
7. A
Yeah.
7.
But I lost a point, so maybe make it a 6.
A 6.
A 6.
Now listen, we'll keep talking. You bring that shit down to at least a 3.
I don't
and then
think no, that's not going to happen. But you can try.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
tell me.
I gave up on your realism point there.
For your
Go ahead.
Patreon subscribers, what brought it back to keep it a 6? A 6, above average movie. Go.
I mean, it had cool scenes. I personally enjoyed some of the jokes, some of the funny bits. I mean, I don't need
Name a joke.
I don't need his faces, man.
Let's hear one of the best jokes.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I mean,
I
you're
mean-
expecting me to remember this
Yes.
right now?
Yeah, they were so funny, so hilarious.
Oh my god, I never forget a Chuck Norris
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, but after a few beers, you kind of forget
Oh,
everything.
okay, here we go. He's
Let's
backtracking.
calm down.
Listen,
for a
Hey,
second.
did
Well-
you know Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer? Too bad he doesn't cry.
Done. Nice, man.
Yeah, I already forgot the joke, man.
That was good,
Listen.
right? Bro, I was holding my breath, bro, because I didn't want to
just-
laugh because I was
yeah.
about to fucking crack up. I was like,
We'll let you off the hook if you get a 5.
No.
You gonna
It's a
stick with
solid-
6?
Yeah, it's a 6.
hey, nobody's gonna want to come if we force their hand, bro. That's
No, I want to
respect.
force.
We gotta
No.
we gotta respect.
All right.
All right, so
Six.
6.
All right, brother. All right.
What you give it?
2.
2.
All right, here we go. What everyone is holding their breaths. Everyone is like. Everyone
I held my
cannot
breath
wait
too long.
to hear Grouch's final verdict on this Deadpool Part 3.
1.5. I give it a 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
All right.
I would catch this. First of all, if I could afford Disney, but if I caught this on Disney, I would push stop. I wouldn't even click on play. I would actually look for a delete button. I would call Disney corporate. Hey, let me speak to your manager. I can't find the delete button. I can't delete this. I'm like, I need to delete this off Disney right now. Right now. I would say 1.5. I feel comfortable with that.
1.5.
And on that note, the Grumble and Grouchy Show featuring Grype.